Hello everyone, this is Ekta Singh. In this video, today we will discuss about Class 8 History Chapter 1 named How, When and Where. This chapter is very important. This is your modern Indian history. So without wasting your time, now start. Your first point is how important are date. How important are date? You know very well history has been date centric for many times. Why the dates are important? Because all events are attached with dates as like your birthday date. You can take it as example. Your birthday date is very important for you because you was born on that day and you celebrate it. A time when a history was synonymous with dates, history is all about comparison. Because everything has history, then everything must have a period time. We compare all things to before and after. As I told you, everything has a history. How if we talk about tea? Today we used to drink tea. Railway. Today we travel by train to go other places. Paper. We used to write it all things. It all things have a history. Everything have a time period also. Date, but clear it. Remember it also. Dates and time periods are different. How? Listen carefully. When the king was born, that was date. But till when he governed a empire, it is time period. Is that clear? But firstly, you have to look at this picture. There's a given Brahmans offering the Shastras to Britannia. This frontier first map produced by James Rennell when in 1782 Rennell was asked by Robert Clive to produce map of Hindustan. Underline this line, Rennell was asked by Robert Clive to produce maps of Hindustan. But let's start. There it is given it is actually incorrect to fix precise dates to processes that happen over a period time. There can be no one clear date for the process. Like example, you can take it people in India did not begin drinking the tea one fine day, one fixed day, one decided day. What was the reason? The reason for associating dates with the history in earlier time, there was a time when history was an account of battles. Look at there. Why then we do continue to associate history with a string of dates? Why? Because associating dates with history in earlier time there was a time when history was an account of battles and big events. Like example you can take when the king was crowned, married and died. And another style of recording that the story in which is not date centric but like how people earn their livelihood, what they eat, what they produce to eat. Is that clear? Now the next topic is which date. Now you're thinking dates are important, but which dates are important? History is not all about dates, but dates do play very important role. Now the question is which dates? As I told you, dates depends on event, but if we change our focus of events and issue subsequently, the dates will also change. Example, you can take it. History written by British historians when they would consider and focus the rule of Governor General as important. Which Governor General? Warren Hastings become the first Governor General of India when in 1773. But Indians and their perspective activities does not matter for them. But when we will write the history for Indian perspective, then new set of dates will become more important for us to know the history. That's why the dates are depends on events. As I told you, the history in the history the dates are depend on events. In this video, we will read how do we periodize. In previous video, we have cleared why the date is important and which dates are important. Now the question is arising, why we periodize the history? Firstly, let us know the meaning of periodize. When we classify something in group, that is our periodization. You can take the example of your school. First to fifth classes comes into primary and the 6-8 classes comes into upper primary. It means we classify in the classes in common groups. Now we know why we do this. We do this so that we can show significant changes between the different period. Now we will know who periodized the history in India. Look at the first line. In 1870, James Will, a Scottish economist and political philosopher, published a massive 3-volume work. It's mean his book, A History of British India. If anyone asks, who will write the history of British India? James Will. In his book, he divided Indian history into 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. At that time, this periodization was widely accepted. Along with, he given one more idea of history. He told about Hindu and Muslim period that there was very superstitious things. They believed them this type of practices like worship of God. But he told about British rule as the source of progressive and civilization. Now, but there was a problem in the period that James Will offered, that was James Will divides history on religious ground. How? Hindu-Muslim periods. But how? If we notice that in ancient times, Hindus were rulers. In medieval periods, Muslims were rulers. And modern times, mean British times, Britishers were rulers. The main problem was that it is right to characterize an age only through the religion of the rulers of time. This periodization was not right because variety of faith existed simultaneously only. Due to limitation of periodization, moving away from the British classification. Historian have usually divided Indian history into ancient, medieval and modern. Ancient history considered as primitive old society and medieval considered as transition period, neither ancient nor modern. Modern Indian period considered as associated with the growth of modern forces. You can see the example science, liberty and equality. Many historians refer this modern period as colonial period. Let us know what is colonial. When British come in India and conquered local Nawabs and Rajas and established their rule, they started subjugated the locals and established control over. They starting to threatening the people and also control the economic society. They brought the changes in values and tastes, customs and practices over all the society. It's mean we can say that, look at here, the subjugation of one country by another leading to the political, economical and social changes. This process is known as colonization. Rest of part we will discuss in next video. Thank you.